One asteroid that has captivated the attention of researchers, skywatchers, and enthusiasts of the unexplained goes by the designation 1999 RQ-36. From the moment images of this celestial body were first circulated, intrigue surrounded it, not only because of its classification as a potentially hazardous asteroid, but also due to something much more unusual. A peculiar structure resting upon its surface has sparked countless discussions. Known widely now as the Black Pyramid, the structure stands apart from the rough, natural features of the asteroid, presenting a geometric form that many believe cannot be explained as a simple rock formation. This asteroid was discovered in September of 1999, and its size was quickly estimated to be just over 490 meters across. Astronomers flagged it as potentially hazardous due to its orbital trajectory, which suggested that in the distant future it might either pass uncomfortably close to Earth or, in a less fortunate scenario, collide with it. For years it was studied primarily for its trajectory and physical properties, but everything changed when images of the asteroid revealed what many interpret as a massive pyramid-shaped object embedded into or resting upon its surface. The photographs are striking in their clarity. Unlike so many images of space objects, which are often blurry or distorted, these clearly show an angular, pointed structure contrasting against the irregular, rocky surface of the asteroid. Many observers have noted that the pyramid appears to have clean edges and a distinct triangular form, features that stand out as highly unusual when compared with the surrounding chaotic landscape of ridges and craters. Those who have studied the photographs closely emphasize that this is not a trick of light or shadow. It is a three-dimensional structure casting shadows of its own. The existence of the Black Pyramid has prompted speculation that extends well beyond natural explanations. Some believe that this pyramid could be evidence of advanced engineering, a relic or even an active outpost built by an extraterrestrial civilization. If this is the case, then the asteroid may not merely be a wandering asteroid, but a body deliberately chosen or modified for use by beings from beyond Earth. Its orbit would make it an ideal platform from which to observe the inner solar system, providing vantage points of Earth, Mars, and the outer planets at different times in its journey. Adding to the intrigue is the fact that relatively few people know about these images. The photographs exist, yet they have not been widely circulated in mainstream scientific publications. This, according to many, suggests that the images may have been intentionally withheld from the public eye. Those who put forward this idea believe that information about the Black Pyramid is too extraordinary, and that revealing it openly could raise questions humanity is not yet prepared to answer. Others go further, suggesting that cover-ups of this type are not uncommon when evidence of advanced technology is at stake. When the images are examined in sequence, further oddities emerge. Subtle differences in angle and lighting reveal that the pyramid retains its shape consistently, dismissing the possibility that it could be a fleeting optical effect. The Black Pyramid appears solid, immovable, and entirely unlike the fractured boulders typically seen on small bodies in space. It is this persistence of geometric integrity across multiple photographs that strengthens the argument for its artificial nature. If the pyramid is indeed artificial, its existence poses profound questions. Others propose that it could still be active, serving as a monitoring station or beacon. Its stark black coloration and geometric precision lend credence to the notion that it was deliberately designed rather than randomly formed by cosmic forces. The asteroid itself, being a potentially hazardous one, also raises an unsettling thought. If this body eventually crosses paths with Earth, then the pyramid it carries with it may one day pass within range of direct human observation. Such a moment could offer undeniable proof of its existence, and perhaps even an opportunity to study it in detail. For now, however, the Black Pyramid remains locked in the silence of space, far beyond the reach of conventional spacecraft. Interestingly, the Orion Nebula and nearby star fields have long been associated with mysterious sightings and strange phenomena. The fact that this asteroid carries with it this enigmatic structure only deepens the connection. Ancient cultures have often pointed toward Orion as a place of importance, and now modern astronomy is revealing objects in that region that seem to align with myths and legends of otherworldly visitors. The Black Pyramid, therefore, fits into a much larger puzzle that stretches across time and culture. Those who argue in favor of the Black Pyramid's authenticity often point to the sharp contrast it presents with its natural surroundings. Asteroids are shaped by collisions, impacts, and long periods of exposure to radiation, resulting in irregular forms that bear no signs of symmetry. The pyramid, by comparison, exudes precision. Its edges and point, while weathered by cosmic conditions, are still visible enough to imply deliberate shaping. The sheer improbability of such a structure arising naturally has been a cornerstone of the argument that it must be artificial. Skeptics, of course, maintain that unusual rock formations are possible even in space, and that humans have a tendency to impose familiar shapes on random patterns. But those who have studied the images insist that the Black Pyramid is far beyond coincidence. They argue that the pyramid's placement, size, and geometry reflect intentional design rather than accident. Some go further, suggesting that the pyramid could contain internal chambers or mechanisms that remain hidden from view. If these theories are true, then the implications are staggering. Humanity may be looking at evidence that it is not alone in the universe. The Black Pyramid could be a silent witness to civilizations far older and more advanced than ours, civilizations capable of traveling interstellar distances and constructing durable monuments on wandering asteroids. It may also suggest that Earth itself has been monitored for much longer than anyone suspects. The asteroid, already notable for its potential threat to Earth, has therefore taken on an entirely new dimension of importance. It is no longer just a rocky body passing through space. It is a messenger of mystery, carrying with it a structure that challenges everything humanity believes about its place in the cosmos. The Black Pyramid stands as a symbol of the unknown, an artifact waiting for its secrets to be uncovered. Ultimately, the story of the Black Pyramid on 1999 RQ-36 is one of curiosity and wonder. Whether it is eventually revealed to be an ancient monument, an active outpost, or something else entirely, it forces humanity to confront questions of origin, purpose, and destiny. The year 2008 marked a significant milestone in the history of UFO sightings. Over a small village in Turkey, a series of extraordinary events unfolded, capturing worldwide attention. The sightings began when dozens of villagers observed strange lights and an unidentified object hovering in the night sky. Witnesses described the object as disc-shaped, emitting bright lights that pulsed and changed colors. For hours, the UFO remained suspended in the air, defying conventional physics and leaving onlookers in awe and disbelief. Turkey has a long history of unexplained aerial phenomena, dating back centuries. However, between 2007 and 2009, a series of particularly unusual events occurred in the country's northwest region. During this time, multiple unidentified objects were spotted over the sea by local residents. A crucial piece of video evidence was captured at the same location, showing an unknown object hovering in the sky. Many locals recounted their encounters with flying objects of disc and oval shapes. These aerial phenomena displayed a metallic appearance, moved silently, and were sometimes accompanied by strange red and orange lights. Witnesses included residents of a nearby housing complex, curious onlookers, and even fishermen. Remarkably, in 2009, following a UFO conference near Istanbul, renowned researcher Roger Lehr and a group of 7 to 8 individuals witnessed a similar sighting. Under the glow of a bright moon, they observed a mysterious disc-shaped object hovering above. Lehr personally saw Yeltsin, a witness, capturing video footage of this anomalous craft. Before his passing, Lehr gave multiple interviews about the experience, further solidifying the credibility of the event. Reports of these sightings were submitted to Turkey's primary UFO research organization, the Sirius UFO and Space Science Research Group, led by Haktan Akdogan. The footage was analyzed by the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey and the TUG National Observatory, both state-sponsored institutions. Their objective was to detect any signs of forgery, yet their findings surprisingly supported the authenticity of the footage. The original video recordings have also been examined by researchers from the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, and Brazil. Despite numerous attempts, no one has been able to prove the videos were hoaxed, leaving the case an enduring mystery. In the previous year, between May 22nd and September 28th, unusual aerial phenomena were observed and documented near the Yeni Kent facility on the Kumburgaz shoreline. Yeltsin, who worked the night shift at the facility, had a unique vantage point that allowed him to witness these sightings firsthand. As news spread, More locals took notice, increasing public interest. The 2008 sightings, similar to those in 2007, gained significant media attention in Turkey and even caught the interest of US news networks. This, in turn, prompted the Turkish scientific and astronomical community to analyze the footage thoroughly. The following day, a glowing sphere of orange and red plasma-like light was observed, hovering motionless in the sky for an extended period. Its radiant glow reflected off the calm water below, creating a breathtaking visual display that mesmerized onlookers. Just 4 days later, another bright orange object appeared, followed by the sighting of a peculiar craft, as depicted in the image below. Notably, the object exhibited a horizontal movement that caused a visible shift in light and shadow across its structure, raising intriguing questions about its nature and behavior. Upon reviewing the unedited footage, a distinct elongated anomaly can be seen hovering just above the water's surface. Yalcin, who recorded the footage, effectively used the camera's zoom function to capture multiple close-ups and wide shots, providing a clearer view of the unexplained phenomenon. The cruise ship theory. At present, one theory suggests that the unidentified object could be part of a cruise ship. However, after analyzing its position in the sky and cross-referencing ship logs and records, no vessels were found in the area during the time of these sightings. A detailed analysis has been conducted, revealing multiple factors that challenge the validity of the cruise ship theory. Astronomers often use the moon as a reference point to estimate the angular elevation of objects in the night sky, such as airplanes, helicopters, and celestial bodies. A standard rule states that the moon's angular diameter is about 0.5 degrees, meaning 2 moon widths equal 1 degree. On May 17, 2009, footage captured both the moon and the unidentified object in the same frame for several minutes. This provided an opportunity to determine the object's altitude relative to the horizon. If the object was too high, it would disprove the cruise ship theory. If it was closer to the horizon, the theory could remain plausible. The Turkey UFO Case website utilized Stellarium, a widely used planetarium software among astronomers. This tool allows users to analyze celestial alignments from any location on Earth, whether in the past or present. By inputting the precise coordinates of the camera's position on May 17, 2009, the software confirmed that at 6 minutes past 3 in the morning, the moon was approximately 12.3 degrees above the horizon from the observer's location. According to an established astronomical principle, combining the diameters of 2 moons equals 1 degree. This rule serves as a reliable method for measuring celestial objects' positions. Analyzing the footage, it was determined that the unidentified object was positioned approximately 7.9 degrees above the horizon. This calculation reinforces the importance of astronomical reference points in evaluating such phenomena. According to Alcioni's claim, if a ship were beyond the Earth's curvature, it would appear lower on the horizon than its actual position. However, based on the calculated measurements, the object's altitude suggests it was far too high to be part of a cruise ship or yacht. Alcioni theorized that the object represented the bridge of a cruise ship, but this is highly improbable due to the proximity to the shore and shallow waters. The data contradicts this assertion, as the object's position was significantly higher than any maritime vessel could achieve. Further analysis confirms that the designated marina for cruise ships, the port of Karakoy, is located in the Bosphorus Strait. However, this location is not visible from the observer's vantage point, eliminating the possibility that the object was a ship docked there. To further investigate, the Automatic Identification System, a global vessel tracking network, was examined. Automatic Identification System electronically transmits ship locations via VHF radio, using GPS data to provide accurate positioning and velocity information. This system plays a crucial role in monitoring maritime traffic and verifying vessel movements. A comprehensive review of the Automatic Identification System vessel traffic reports for the Sea of Marmara on May 13th and May 15th in 2009 was conducted. These reports document each vessel's call sign, time of observation, latitude and longitude, and prevailing wind conditions. If a cruise ship or yacht had been present at the sighting location, it should have been listed in the records. While vessels were detected in the Bosphorus Strait, some in the Black Sea and others outside the camera's field of view, there was no indication of a cruise ship or yacht within the observed area. At precisely 3:59 in the morning on May 13, 2009, a thorough review of the available data confirmed that no evidence substantiates the presence of a cruise ship or yacht within the visual range of the camera. This detailed examination reinforces the conclusion that the unidentified object was not a maritime vessel, further deepening the mystery surrounding the sighting. Additionally, it is important to note that at the time the footage was recorded, no other vessels, such as tankers, fishing boats, or bulk carriers, were visible in the area or its immediate vicinity. In Turkey, there have been no reports from residents claiming to have seen a cruise ship or yacht in the region. Given the extensive media coverage surrounding this case, it is surprising that no one has come forward to verify the presence of such a vessel. According to Turkish researchers and statements from Yalçın Yalman, the videos recorded on July 30, 2007, August 31, 2008, and May 14, 2009 were not filmed near the sea, but rather on land. This finding is significant as it clarifies the actual location where these sightings occurred. Interestingly, on May 14, 2009, this event took place in front of a large group attending a conference, miles away from any coastline. Careful analysis of these land-based videos provides compelling evidence that challenges the idea of a cruise ship being involved, effectively ruling out any maritime explanation for these sightings. The original footage captured an extraordinary phenomenon, a luminous ball of light that gradually transformed into a dome-shaped craft. This recording took place at Yalçın's father's condominium, located several blocks from the waterfront. The significant distance from the sea further adds to the mystery surrounding the sighting. Upon closer examination, the luminous orb underwent a fascinating transformation. Throughout history, orange glowing spheres have frequently been reported in association with unidentified flying objects. Despite continued investigations, their purpose and origin remain elusive. Yalçın's footage, which has garnered significant attention, features multiple instances of these glowing orbs. Notably, they appear either during, just before, or immediately after other unidentified objects, heightening curiosity about their connection. Furthermore, numerous eyewitness accounts describing these mysterious orange spheres strongly support their existence. Given the available evidence, it is highly unlikely that these glowing orbs can be attributed to a cruise ship. Several undeniable factors contribute to this improbability. During the heightened UFO activity in 2008, particularly on June 9th, Yalçın and several others witnessed an extraordinary event. The appearance of the orange lights occurred consistently in the same location, either simultaneously with, shortly before, or just after other unidentified objects were observed. This pattern suggests a notable correlation between the glowing spheres and the surrounding anomalies. During the wave of UFO sightings in 2008, local residents frequently reported seeing unidentified objects. One particularly striking event occurred on July 4, 2008, when an unexplained light was recorded between 5:20 and 5:53 in the morning. Several visual factors indicate that the light source was highly unlikely to be a cruise ship or yacht. Most notably, the unexplained light appeared significantly above the horizon, making it implausible for it to originate from a vessel on the water. Earlier that same day, at precisely 2:43 in the morning, another intriguing event took place over the open sea. A circular or disc-shaped object appeared, captivating the attention of those fortunate enough to witness it. Interestingly, both sequences of the July 4, 2008 sightings were recorded at the exact same location. This raises the possibility that the object captured in both instances could be the same, further supporting the consistency of these sightings. In recent interviews, Yalçın Yalman revealed that the footage from July 30, 2007 was filmed from the open-air balcony of his father's condominium, located a few blocks from the Yeni Kent facility near the beaches of Kumburgaz. On that occasion, he initially observed an unusual dome-shaped anomaly in the far distance. The 2008 Turkey UFO case remains one of the most compelling and mysterious pieces of evidence supporting the existence of unidentified flying objects. Despite numerous attempts to debunk the recordings captured by Yalçın Yalman, no one has successfully demonstrated that the footage was fabricated, manipulated, or hoaxed in any way. The debate, therefore, has shifted away from questioning the authenticity of the videos and has instead focused on the nature and origin of the objects they depict. The clarity of the footage, the presence of apparent occupants inside the craft, and the extensive analysis conducted by experts all contribute to the credibility of the case, making it one of the most extraordinary UFO sightings ever recorded. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Turkey UFO case is the level of detail captured in the footage. Yalçın Yalman, a security guard working night shifts at a coastal facility near Kumburgaz, used a camera with an impressive 200 optical zoom. This allowed him to record highly detailed images of the objects, even capturing what appears to be movement inside the craft. Unlike many UFO sightings, which consist of blurry, distant lights in the sky, Yalman's recordings provide an unprecedented level of visual clarity, showcasing the distinct shape and features of the craft. This level of detail has made the footage one of the clearest and most compelling pieces of evidence of UFO activity. The presence of what appear to be occupants within the craft further strengthens the credibility of the sighting. In several sequences of the footage, figures can be seen moving within the object, adding an entirely new dimension to the case. This is not just a case of strange lights or an unidentifiable object in the sky. It appears to depict an actual craft with beings inside. The implications of this are profound, as it suggests not only the presence of advanced aerial technology, but also the existence of non-human entities. This aspect of the footage has captivated researchers and UFO enthusiasts alike, as it provides a rare glimpse into what could be an extraterrestrial or highly classified unknown entity. Experts have extensively analyzed the footage in an attempt to determine its authenticity. The Turkish Sirius UFO and Space Science Research Center, as well as other independent analysts, have reviewed the original recordings. Their analysis found no evidence of tampering, digital manipulation, or special effects. Additionally, the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey and the TUG National Observatory, both highly respected institutions, examined the footage and found no indications of forgery. These conclusions are significant because they come from credible organizations with the expertise to detect fraudulent material. The fact that these institutions could not debunk the footage speaks volumes about its authenticity. Moreover, the automatic identification system, which tracks maritime traffic, revealed no cruise ships, yachts, or other vessels in the vicinity during the recorded sightings. This directly contradicts skeptics who proposed the theory that the objects were reflections from boats or distant ships. The footage was also captured over an extended period, from 2007 to 2009, with multiple witnesses present on various occasions. If the sighting had been caused by a misidentified man-made object, it would have likely been identified and explained by now. Instead, the objects remain unidentified, further reinforcing the mystery surrounding them. Another crucial element of the case is the consistency of eyewitness testimonies. Many locals from the Kumburgaz area, including fishermen and residents of nearby housing complexes, reported seeing the strange aerial objects. Some even described the same characteristics captured in Yalman's footage: disc-shaped craft with glowing lights that appeared to change color and move silently across the sky. The consistency in these reports suggests that Yalman was not alone in witnessing these extraordinary events. The fact that independent observers corroborated his recordings strengthens the credibility of the case and makes it difficult to dismiss as a mere fabrication. The Turkey UFO case also gained international attention, with researchers and analysts from various countries examining the footage. Experts from the United States, the United Kingdom, Japan, and Brazil have studied the recordings, yet none have been able to prove them to be a hoax. If the footage had been manipulated in any way, it is likely that one of these independent investigations would have uncovered evidence of deception. Instead, the case remains a mystery, with no definitive explanation for what Yalman captured. The implications of the Turkey UFO case are profound. If the objects in the footage are not of human origin, then they represent a form of advanced technology that is beyond our current understanding. The presence of apparent occupants suggests that these craft may be piloted by intelligent beings, which would be one of the most significant discoveries in human history. Given the extensive analysis, the credibility of the witnesses, and the sheer clarity of the footage, it is reasonable to consider the possibility that these sightings represent genuine encounters with extraterrestrial or unknown entities. As of today, The Turkey 2008 UFO case remains one of the most well-documented and mysterious sightings ever recorded. Despite exhaustive efforts, no one has been able to demonstrate that the recordings were the result of tricks, hoaxes, or manipulation. Instead, the discussion has shifted toward understanding the true nature of the objects captured on film. The combination of clear footage, multiple eyewitness accounts, scientific analysis, and the apparent presence of occupants inside the craft makes this case stand out as one of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the existence of UFOs. Until further evidence emerges to explain the phenomenon, the mystery of the Turkey UFO sightings will continue to fuel curiosity, research, and debate among scientists, researchers, and the public alike.